In a world where surprises lurk around every corner, and even the most unthinkable notions occasionally become reality, it is both refreshing and necessary to expect the unexpected. Today we embark on a journey unbounded by conventional wisdom, a journey that dares to explore the possibility that what many consider impossible may, with a dash of curiosity and a pinch of humor, reveal deeper truths about our lives. Our discussion will waltz between wonder and skepticism, merging entertaining wit with thoughtful insight. We examine the thin line between fairy tales and the rigid confines of reality. We will explore how a child's dream of magic and a grown-up's surprise at an unpredictable twist in a scientific discovery both serve as potent reminders that holding on to wonder is far from naive. It is essential. In our exploration, we will not merely skim the surface. We will peel back layers of preconceptions, embracing a mindset that rejects the temptation to settle for a simple explanation. Instead, we challenge ourselves to remain alert, curious, and ever willing to question what we think we know. We will revisit moments in history where unexpected turns have led to groundbreaking discoveries, and we will consider the importance of a healthy dose of skepticism in an era overloaded with information. This script aims to inspire you to challenge established narratives and to appreciate the magical interplay between belief, possibility, and reality. With humor as our guide and insight our companion, let us delve into a world where the impossible is not only possible, but expected. A world where questioning is celebrated and every twist in the tale is worthy of our attention and a good laugh. Prepare to rethink the definition of reality as we engage in a conversation that is as entertaining as it is enlightening. So, get ready to challenge your perceptions, smile at life's absurdity, and marvel at wonders that await us beyond the ordinary indeed. Life has an uncanny way of surprising us when we least expect it, whether it's finding a forgotten cookie in your bag or witnessing an unexpected plot twist in nature's narrative. In this segment, we explore how our perspective shapes our response to surprises and how redefining the unexpected can lead to personal growth and a lot of chuckles along the way. By shifting our mindset to welcome unforeseen events, we can learn to see opportunity where others might only see chaos. Imagine planning a quiet day at home only to have your pet decide that your new shoes are the perfect chew toy. Such moments, while mildly exasperating, remind us that life is full of unpredictable gems waiting to be discovered. When we expect the unexpected, we are better prepared to laugh at life's little quirks. This is not to say that all surprises come with a silver lining. Sometimes they come with a muddy footprint, but each unexpected event adds a unique chapter to our personal stories. Scientific history is strewn with incidents where unexpected outcomes revolutionized our understanding of the world. Consider the accidental discovery of penicillin, an unexpected mistake that went on to save millions of lives. Similarly, many of our daily inventions, from microwave ovens to the quirky nature of social media trends, have roots in serendipity. These examples serve to remind us that the unexpected is not only inevitable, but also a gateway to innovation and progress. Yet, while we celebrate the unforeseen, we must also learn to navigate its challenges with a sense of humor. A wise person once said that if life gives you lemons, you should probably check if any stray oranges are lurking nearby too, because you never know what fruit you might end up with. With openness and a willingness to adapt, our journey through an unpredictable life becomes as much an adventure as it is a comedy of errors. So as we redefine our perspective on what the unexpected means, let us embrace every twist with a smile, wit, and the understanding that life's unpredictable moments are invitations to engage with the world in novel ways. Each unforeseen event offers a valuable opportunity to learn, adapt, and snicker at the absurdity of it all. Undeniably, each moment uniquely enriches our unpredictable journey indeed. With every twist, we are gifted a fresh perspective that challenges rigid expectations and tickles our funny bone in uncertainty. Throughout history, the line between possible and impossible has often been drawn with shaky chalk lines on the grid of human understanding. The possibility of the impossible is not merely a catchy phrase, it is a call to adventure for those willing to look past the limitations of conventional logic. When faced with ideas that seem to defy reason, we are invited to question if our boundaries are self-imposed or are simply in need of a humorous nudge. Modern science offers a treasure trove of examples where improbabilities have become everyday realities. Consider how humans once thought that travel to space was the stuff of fairy tales, and now we casually send objects beyond Earth's atmosphere as if mailing a friendly letter. Or think of the tiny persistent bacteria that, through unexpected genetic quirks, can develop resistance to antibiotics, challenging our understanding of biology in ways that are as alarming as they are fascinating. Each instance reminds us that what we cling to as impossible might just be a stepping stone to revolutionary breakthroughs. Philosophically, the possibility of the impossible invites us to examine the fluidity of our definitions and the richness of our imagination. We often label specific phenomena as unachievable based on the limitations of our current perspectives. Yet, if one approaches these phenomena with a blend of open-mindedness and playful curiosity, the rigid boundaries begin to bend. It is as if our collective impossibilities are simply unsolved puzzles waiting for that ingenious twist, or perhaps a well-timed joke to break the ice. Inventors, dreamers, and comedians alike have long shared a common trait: the refusal to accept conventional limits. Their curiosity often sparks the kind of creative thinking that transforms one's wildest dreams into tangible realities. Whether it's an engineer devising a machine that turns difficult tasks into simple chores, or a storyteller crafting a narrative where magic and reality intertwine seamlessly, the idea that impossible things can indeed happen is both inspiring and deeply humorous. When we dare to consider the impossible as possible, we align ourselves with a tradition of intellectual rebels. These are the individuals who understand that every great innovation once began as a wild, outlandish idea. Embracing the impossible means accepting that failure, oddities, and unexpected absurdities are all part of the creative process. It is a mindset that encourages us to explore uncharted territories where, as the saying goes, even the sky is not the limit, especially if you're aiming for the stars with a touch of wit on your side. Embracing the possibility of the impossible is more than a call to challenge our intellect. It is an invitation to celebrate the unpredictable, laugh at our assumptions, and create a world where boundaries are playfully pushed. With each impossible feat achieved, society is reminded that limitations are often temporary and that humor, creativity, and persistence drive progress. In this light, every absurd idea and improbable discovery proves that our universe is far more whimsical than we imagined. This perspective fuels our constant curiosity. Fairy tales have captivated human imagination for centuries, weaving narratives that are as enchanting as they are mysterious. While many dismiss these stories as fanciful relics of a bygone era, they continue to serve as mirrors of our deepest hopes and fears. In this section, we explore whether fairy tales hold kernels of truth hidden in metaphor, and if the magic they invoke might be reflective of real phenomena. This inquiry is not about verifying enchanted forests or talking animals, but rather about understanding the symbolic language that has shaped cultural wisdom. Magic, in its traditional sense, has long been associated with the supernatural or the inexplicable. Yet when we peel back the layers of literal interpretation, magic can also be seen as a metaphor for the transformative power of belief and creativity. Consider the moments in life when an ordinary day suddenly bursts into color, a rainbow after a storm, or a chance encounter that alters your life's course. These instances carry a magic that defies simple explanation, inviting us to look deeper into the meaning behind our everyday experiences. Moreover, the evolution of fairy tales across generations demonstrates that they are dynamic narratives, molding themselves to the beliefs and values of the societies that tell them. What might have once been understood as literal magic often now finds its parallel in modern science and technology, where breakthroughs once considered miraculous are explained through innovation and creativity. Thus, in a world where technology can perform tasks reminiscent of spells, the line between magic and science becomes increasingly blurred. Humor often accompanies our contemplation of magic, as the absurdity of certain magical tropes, flying carpets, potions of everlasting love, or enchanted kisses, can serve as delightful reminders of our innate ability to dream. Yet it is this very humor that underscores a serious point. The narratives we construct not only entertain us, but also influence our perception of what is possible. Fairy tales and magic, whether literal or metaphorical, invite us to question how much of our reality is shaped by belief rather than objective facts. Ultimately, by examining fairy tales and the concept of magic, we gain insight into the human need for wonder. These narratives remind us that while we may live in a world governed by science, there remains an inexplicable and enchanting quality to existence. Whether the magic of fairy tales is real or simply a metaphor for our creative potential, it continues to inspire, challenge, and provoke us to explore the boundaries of possibility. In examining the threads that connect fairy tales with our modern experiences, one finds that the magic of storytelling lies not solely in fantastical feats, but in its power to transform mundane reality into the extraordinary. Every retelling, every metaphor becomes a building block for a more imaginative world. As we blend science with fantasy and reason with belief, the enchanting allure of these narratives encourages us to live with wonder and a smile, accepting that magic, whether in miracles or moments of laughter, truly exists. At a time when information is as abundant as grains of sand on a beach, accepting things at face value can lead to a perilous walk on a tightrope of oversimplification. Critical thinking becomes our safety net, ensuring that we do not simply gulp down every narrative fed to us by news outlets, social media, or even that overly enthusiastic neighbor. In this section, we explore why questioning everything is not an exercise in cynicism, but rather a healthy pursuit of truth. Approaching information with a critical mindset allows us to peel back layers of rhetoric and discover the subtle complexities that lie beneath. Many scenarios in our lives require us to step back and ask if the first impression is all there is to know. For instance, a rumor may spread through a community like wildfire, only to be diffused when a closer look reveals missing pieces of evidence. Likewise, the phenomenon of confirmation bias can sometimes steer us toward interpretations that suit our pre-existing beliefs, blinding us to alternative perspectives. Humorously, it is as if our brains are equipped with selective filters that sometimes play tricks on us, turning a simple misunderstanding into an epic saga. Scientific inquiry itself stands as a testament to the importance of questioning the obvious. Historical breakthroughs, from the discovery of gravity to the unraveling of the structure of DNA, were made possible only because inquisitive minds refused to accept conventional explanations without scrutiny. This relentless pursuit of deeper understanding is a powerful reminder that even widely accepted truths must be examined with skepticism and an open heart. Adopting a habit of critical thinking not only empowers us to navigate the deluge of modern information, but also enriches our personal lives. It encourages us to ask why, rather than accepting because. This simple shift in mindset transforms everyday interactions into opportunities for learning and growth. Whether it is questioning a deep-seated personal belief or reevaluating a cultural narrative handed down through generations, the practice of critical inquiry imbues us with clarity and resilience in a complex world. In our modern era, where misinformation can spread as quickly as a viral meme, cultivating skepticism is not about doubting every word you hear, but about seeking a fuller understanding through evidence and discussion. This balanced approach empowers us to distinguish fact from fiction and improves our daily decisions. Indeed, thoughtful inquiry fosters true clarity everywhere. Narratives play a pivotal role in shaping the contours of our personal worldviews, often acting as invisible architects of our beliefs and values. From childhood stories whispered through bedtime routines to the powerful myths propagated by media, the stories we encounter are rarely neutral. They color our perceptions, influence our decisions, and even determine how we interpret our own life experiences. In this segment, we examine the profound influence of narratives on our identities and how they guide our understanding of the world. The power of a narrative lies in its ability to frame our experiences in a context that feels both familiar and comforting, yet occasionally misleading. Just as a well-spun yarn can warm a cold night, a compelling narrative can provide solace during turbulent times. However, when such stories go unquestioned, they may confine us to outdated or overly simplistic views. It is important to recognize that while narratives are powerful tools for meaning-making, they can also perpetuate biases and limit our capacity for independent thought. Reflecting on the role of personal narratives encourages us to engage in self-examination. By understanding the stories that have shaped us, from heroic family sagas to cautionary tales, we gain the ability to rewrite these scripts in ways that better serve our growth. Embracing the flexibility of our narratives can liberate us from the constraints of a singular identity and open the door to a more complex, enriched perspective on life. By actively questioning the narratives embedded in our culture, we empower ourselves to see beyond the surface. This process helps us to discern our true desires from inherited assumptions, enabling us to craft a personal story that reflects who we truly are, rather than who society expects us to be. Thus, rewriting our narratives fosters freedom and profound self-realization and genuine empowerment. In summary, our exploration reveals that life is an intricate tapestry woven from surprises, seemingly impossible feats, fairy tales, magic, and the power of critical inquiry. By expecting the unexpected and questioning the ordinary, we open ourselves to a realm where limitations dissolve and creativity flourishes. The narratives we embrace shape our understanding of both reality and possibility, urging us to reimagine our place in an ever-changing world. We are reminded that what appears impossible may in fact be a hidden opportunity waiting to be discovered. As curiosity drives us forward and humor lightens our path, we become active participants in our own extraordinary stories. Embrace the magic, challenge your assumptions, and let every twist in the journey encourage deeper reflection and joyful exploration.